Hey, this is Robin from Cooking at Robin's Place. I hope you're having a wonderful day. As you can see here, our rock pot is boiling up a storm as we're having bruschetta pasta. So right now, I'm adding salt. We got olive oil in there, and then we're going to add a penne pasta. That's what I'm using tonight. But you can use any brand of pasta you may like according to your dietary needs. Next, we're going to go ahead, while that's cooking, we're going to go ahead and set up our Manuel food processor. And we're going to add in some tomatoes. So we're going to slice our little cherry tomatoes in half. As we're cutting our tomatoes up, just slice them in half so that it makes it easier for us to break down our tomatoes in our manual food processor. I just had some leftovers that I had in the refrigerator, along with another set of tomatoes, which you'll see in a little bit. But with this, I'm using the utility knife. This is one of knives from Pampered Chef. I love this knife. It's really sharp. I don't really have to do nothing much with it. It just slices right on through. We also have other types of knives too, but this is nice. So right now you're seeing that I am quartering up a bigger tomato because we still need to break it down in size when we put it into the manual food processor. But I also got another half over there to show you all what you can do if you don't have a manual food processor, which pretty much you're just going to slice it up and dice it in small quarter pieces. Very simple, very easy. If you got seeds in it, please make sure you just seed it because you don't want the stuff nasty and slimy in your pasta. But right now we're good to go. These weren't as juicy, so that helps a lot. So when we're finished cutting our tomatoes up, we are going to add in our garlic. Here you have the choice of powdered garlic or fresh garlic. What we're using tonight is the fresh garlic, but if you don't have that, feel free to use your garlic powder. Just make sure you be mindful of your measurements. Here I'm using 4 cloves of garlic. Depending on how much of a garlic lover you are, you can put in as much or as little as you like. This is one of our favorite garlic pressers. It actually comes with a brush. You can clean it off, and also if you rub on it, you can actually get the garlic smell out of your fingers. I don't know how it works, but it does. Next, we're going to add our basil. I actually grow basil in my kitchen. What we're going to do is that we're going to destem the leaves. Once we take the leaves off, we're going to do a rough chop before we drop them into our manual food processor. You don't have to be perfect with it. Just a rough chop makes it all the better. Drop it in there because the next thing we're going to do is that we're going to season up everything that we have in here. We're going to add in some S&P and also some olive oil. With your salt and pepper, just make sure that you measure out through your eyes on how much you need in there. I already know how much I need because of my kids and how our dietary needs are in our house. So pretty much I season with pepper and salt a little bit heavier than normal because you gotta understand this is your sauce and it's gonna spread on your pasta. So once we finish seasoning everything, with the salt, be careful because as you saw, I salted that water up for that pasta. We don't want to add too much salt to it because it will make it too salty. We don't want that. So be mindful how much salt you put in there. Next thing, as you can see, it looks all pretty with those little bright colors up there. Can't wait for tomato season because tomato season is all the brighter. So now we're going to add our olive oil. I'm trying to get that open so y'all can see that. There you go. Add olive oil, and then we are going to put our lid on so we can go ahead and process this. One of the things you can do when you're making this dish is that you can change it to a pasta salad really quickly. All you got to do is add some balsamic vinegar and maybe get some tortellini and make a tortellini pasta salad. Or with the penne is fine too. But just give you a little recipe tip right there. Or you can take it and top it on top of our some toasted bread. Because as you can see here, these nice little chunks, stir it up. You don't have to use pasta for it. You can put it on top of bread and it tastes so good. Or you can dip the bread in it, get you some bread chips. Oh man. But make sure you stir it up before you add it into your pasta. There's your pasta right there, already ready to go. Has had olive oil already in it. And it is ready to go. We're just going to add our cheese using our cheese grater here, some Parmesan cheese. Shred that up into nice little particles like you see right there. And we're just going to take our cutting board, and drop everything in there. So lastly, we want to mix everything up. Some tips here: if you want to add meat to it, you can. If you want to make your night easier, get your rotisserie chicken. and add it to the side of your meal and make the pasta as a side as well, and then make roasted your chicken as your main part of your dish. Really quick, real easy. You can eat seafood, fish, beef with this. It doesn't matter what your preference is, but if you're not a meat eater or don't want no meat, add some protein powder in here. This is pea protein. Just mix it into the pasta and nobody can taste it. Really good. So lastly, this is what your finished product looks like. I hope y'all enjoyed. Recipe in the comments. Bye.